What's up, guys? BTBS here. Welcome back to another episode of Terraria. I have got some shit to show you. So, in my off time, between episodes, I spent a, actually, let me show you this first. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the thing I did in my jungle. Yeah, get up there. So, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get enough truffle worms to adequately farm on Duke Fish Run. So, I took a little bit of time and I cleared out a quarter of the jungle. I was intending, and probably still am going to, just fill it up with layer after layer of flat, what's it called? Mushroom biome, that's what it's called. Oh yeah, I was going to fill it with flat mushroom biome from the top to the bottom. And then just have a very easy way of farming this stuff, where I run along and I just look for truffle worms. But I noticed something, which is even this one level that I've got completed is more than enough. And I managed to get hold of enough truffle worms fast enough that I've got every single drop from Duke Fish Run. So I'm now using like truly end game equipment. It's more end game than the stuff I had before, not quite as end game as it could be. So yeah, that's one thing. I upgraded my my area here. What's this called? Greenhouse? Let's go with that. I upgraded my greenhouse and I'm now growing a lot more shit. I've started growing water leaf because they come in... Oh, a pimp. They come in very handy for the fishing quests. Nothing good. So, I actually want to show you a couple of the things that Mr. Duke Fishy gave me. So, starting off, we have Fish Run's wings. Now these are basically the best wings in the entire game. And where my other wings would let me fly 101 blocks in the air, these ones give me so much more reach that I've managed to map out a whole new portion of my map. And alongside of having a higher flight part and a faster flight speed, you can hold up when you're flying to move even faster upwards, and you can move through water as if it was air, basically. So that's one way around all that. Now the next thing I'd like to show off is a weapon which Duke Fishy gave me, and I think it is incredibly overpowered. So this is it right here. It's a boxing glove punch type weapon that looks like a flail, and it spawns bubbles while it's in the air. And these bubbles each do the same damage as the weapon, as base damage, and they home and track towards enemies, and they can crit. So you can hear these bubbles popping on him off screen. And the longer it's in the air, the more bubbles it spawns. So by shooting it down like that, I can get more bubbles to spawn. And yeah, it can basically beat Duke Fish Run on my own in a minute. Literally like 1 minute worth of time. So he's now incredibly easy to farm because of this item that he gave me. So there's something for you. It's called the Flairon, and it is, as far as I'm concerned, the most overpowered item I've ever had. I've basically stopped using my Terra Blade because this thing is so powerful. And oh damn it, I can't do that this episode. I was gonna show you exactly how powerful it is, but I'll have to leave that for next episode. But I think this episode we might be able to do a pumpkin moon. I'm sorry if you can hear people talking outside. There is a group of builders, like council bastards, just sitting on top of a house, talking like motherfuckers. They will not shut the hell up. I assume they're doing work on the house. Either that or they are the most ballsy burglars in the world. So yes, I've got a couple of things I actually want to play around with. Ah yeah, I wanted to make those spooky wings, but they are basically worthless now. What I do want to do is take the Moonstone and the Sunstone. Moonstone is gotten from vampires and it is dropped during the solar eclipse, and the Sunstone is dropped by the Golem, and you can combine these two things to make the Celestial Stone, which has the same effect as both stones and more, and it works 24/7. So this is apparently one of the best things in the game. And what I want to see is 118, 157, 153, 115. So I do actually lose a little bit of stats if I do that. It also doesn't have 4% damage on it, so that could be why. Everything I need to reforge is in here. And equip that. Yo, Gobber! What's your name? Smador. Is that a goblin? No, it's Smador! Get it? So funny. I want menacing. Menacing! There we go. So just to check those again, 157, 51, 118. And if I pop that on, 157, 51, 118, and crit chance 22% all around, and with this on, crit chance is 28%. Okay, so I'm losing a little bit of crit chance, but what I'm gaining is melee speed, life regen, defense. So I believe this regens 4 HP a second, which is one of the highest life regen equipment in the game. It gives you extra defense, 4 extra defense I believe. Let me just check that. 83, 87, yes. So it is the 3rd highest defense giving thing in the game. It gives you 10% pick speed, so for mining. It gives you minion knockback and apparently minion damage. And according to some people, which are wrong, an extra minion. So it doesn't give an extra minion, but apparently it gives minion knockback and damage as well. So this thing's even more powerful now. 63. Pop that on. 71. Damn. So yeah, I am dumping out my Menacing Destroyer emblem for the Celestial Stone. And this is pretty much the final equipment set I'm going to be using for the rest of the game. There's a chance that I might get rid of the boots at some point for an emblem or something, because these wings have such a high movement speed. I mean, they can fly me from the bottom of there over the top of my house, and they allow me to move so far in mid-air. Like, I know that if I jump from the top of my house, I can make it like all the way over to here, which is a decent portion of the map considering it's a pair of wings. And I don't really need the extra movement speed because I can fly most of the time, and the only time I need the movement speed is when I'm not flying, and I fly faster than I sprint at max speed, and I have done since the Beetle Wings in fact. So if I want to move fast, I fly. The boots are just really nice to have, so that like at certain points when you're not going to be flying, like if you want to, I don't know, avoid touching the ceiling for some reason, it's just really nice to know that you can move super fast. Well, fast-ish. Sorry, I'm just sort of blabbering again. Huh. What I want to do is show you how easy some bosses are with this flail run, and then when nighttime comes, try a pumpkin moon on my own with the flail. I personally think that I could get pretty damn far. So yeah, I've actually updated this place a little. I added another 4 layers of dirt, moved this thing up, and if you look at the map, you'll see these are no longer level. Basically the problem was I was having, what the dicks are they called? I was having the enemies from the pumpkin wave and stuff spawn underground, because the underground was close enough that they could count it as a spawnable area. So what I've hopefully done is move the underground far enough away that it doesn't count as a spawnable area, so they won't be able to spawn there. And that leaves me free to do other stuff, just really play around, you know? So the flail is best used when aimed just to the side of the enemy you're trying to hit. And as you can see, it's incredibly overpowered. Look at that. Golem down to his 2nd stage already. And all I'm doing is hold down attack. Oh look, another sunstone. Those bubbles popping are going to get really annoying, I can tell. Well, it's not night time, so we can't fight many other bosses. What do we have in here? Not much, really. Let's just take another golem. Hello there, sir. I'd like to talk to you about Jesus. No? Okay. I'd like to talk to you about fucking Fishron. Fishron is my god now. He was the only boss who I was having any trouble beating until I got his items off of him, and ironically enough, his items make it incredibly easy to beat him. In fact, he has a magic weapon which I haven't shown you, which I really like. But first thing I need to do, if I'm doing a pumpkin moon, I need potions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are my basic 8 potions. You've got damage up, crit up, defense up, plus 100 health, endurance potions. Then you've got minor buffs to all stats, the drunk buff, and the HP regen. And then I have my Sharknado, as you know, and that actually leaves me with 1 buff left that I could possibly apply. So what I'm thinking of doing is using the minion potion that lets you have +1 extra minion, so that I could have 2 Sharknadoes with me. Especially when the Celestial Stone gives them the extra damage like they have now. They seem extremely powerful. So yeah, I think against this, I'm honestly not sure which is better, because the Terrorblade I've always used with 2 people, so there's one firing one way, one firing the other. I reckon with 2 people each firing the Flailron left and right, one firing left, one firing right, I reckon this could be even better because of its aiming ability. The fact that I don't need to aim the bolts, they aim themselves. So like those hellhounds coming up behind me, see? I don't have to aim these, they aim themselves. It means that I basically can't miss, and I can effectively do 2 sides of a fight on my own. It's very interesting, actually. I'm going to have to play around with this a little bit and see, because I honestly think this is the best weapon in the game right now. The most powerful, the highest DPS melee weapon. And I mean, look at that, I took that tree down in seconds. And I haven't even buffed yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. And it takes like 10 shots aimed just around the tree. The one problem with this is that it is more of a close range weapon than the Terrorblade. But with these wings I've got, I really don't need to worry about being close to enemies anymore, because it means I can hover way longer in the air. And I still, at all times, have my my vampire knives. So if I really wanted to, I could just bugger off and use those. Come on, pumpkin, let's see what you got. And yeah, he's almost dead already. In this instance, pumpkin is like a really shit Duke Fishron. The way you fight him, you just go up in the air, get a really long extended powered shot, and then you just sort of wait. So pumpkin, all these are for you. 10,000? Less? 12, okay. Well, I think it's about time that I actually buffed, gained my extra health and all my extra damage and crit and everything. So now this is going to become even easier, really, because I've got all this extra damage and I don't need to worry. And there goes the next pumpkin. These guys are seriously easy. Of course, there's still that final wave to contend with. And honestly, I'm going to give you my idea right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this on my own. I might get to the final wave, but there is no chance in hell I'm going to beat that final wave with like 10 pumpkins and like 15 trees and all the other shit. There is no way I'm going to be able to beat that. This is just me testing out how good this weapon is. But if I had Metal Mosher with me, and he was using a Flailron and his Duke Fishron wings, then that's a different matter. I mean, even maybe if I had Seraph with me, I know he lags a lot, but he has the ability to be very useful. He could come in extremely handy during one of these, especially since he has his own Fishron set as well. I kind of beat Fishron so much that I think I got 4 of every single thing he dropped on my own. So I basically just gave most of it away, and I sold the rest. Woo. Okay, Headless Horsemen are a bit of an annoyance, because they run really fast, meaning bubbles aren't that hitting him that constantly. Okay, good to know. It's nice to know this weapon does have some weaknesses beyond hard to get. Woo. Goodbye, pumpkin. And you're dead. And anything down there? Dead. Oh, a tree. See, I love these wings, man. Just spending. They have so much airtime on them. They're so useful. I was going to say deadly or dangerous. No. The wings are so useful because of their high airtime. Just allows me to spend so much time away from everything else. And I really should just build myself some platforms in midair here, which would allow me to do essentially the same thing. But the wings also give me the fast movement speed I need to get extra bubbles coming out of this little bitch. Yep, there goes. Oh, both of them. Whoa, hello tree. I've noticed there's an awful lot more hearts laying around on the ground than I'm used to. Maybe it's because I'm going for the more aerial combat styled fight, and that often just leaves more drops on the ground because you don't touch it as often. What I could do is that, yeah. Oh, there's another pumpkin, and another. These guys are absolutely no problems now. I kind of feel sorry for them. Pumpkins, you guys are so dead. Ooh, you got your tree buddies underneath helping out. I like that. I also like the noise they make when 2 of them fire at the same time. That sounds awesome. Yeah, see, I think this is going to come down to the problem of not having enough DPS to kill everything before the end of the night. Ooh, hello. Sorry, excuse me ladies, I'm just going to grab some hearts. And there we go. Right, you guys can have all the bubbles you want. All the bubbles are for you all. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's starting to get light. I don't think I made it to the final wave. Must kill more pumpkins for the points. So I took a look on the wiki about how you actually progress to the next wave and stuff. Turns out each enemy you kill gives you a certain amount of points, and you need points to progress. The more points, like the harder the enemies are, the more points they give, and you need X amount of points to proceed to the next level. So killing the bosses is a good way of proceeding quickly if the bosses spawn early. Oh, look at these guys, just wrecked. Get wrecked, pumpkin! Now the really nice thing, every enemy you kill on this level is guaranteed to drop something. So I'm most likely going to get a whole load of trophies. I need to switch to these for just a second. I'll take some of that health back, thank you. Thank you kindly. So even the Terror Blade just doesn't have that much damage on it. Oh no! Headless Horseman? Anyone? No? Well, do you know what? If I had Metal Mosher here with me, I reckon we could have absolutely destroyed that. I got to the final wave on my own just because of having that flail. And I also got pretty much every drop that you can get. I got the egg, the scroll, the Jacko launcher, the candy corn rifle, the horseman's blade. By the way, the horseman's blade is one of the best items in the game if you know how to use it. It basically relies upon you hitting an enemy, but every time you hit an enemy, it will spawn an off-screen projectile which comes on screen, tracks towards the enemy and does damage. Now this is a rather weak version and I'm only hitting 3 enemies at once. I will definitely show off how powerful this really is in the next episode, because I've already got a load of fun stuff planned. Maybe not necessarily the next episode, but definitely an episode coming up soon. Because I do want to try out the other moon. I reckon me and Metal Mosher will next episode beat that pumpkin moon because of the flail run and the fish run wings. And then the episode after that, we can try out something new, or, you know, there's a lot of stuff. There is a surprising amount of content still left in this game, I must say. I am actually surprised by it, which is a good thing, because it means, you know, I didn't actually pay for this game. Metal Mosher gave me a copy of it like 3 years ago when he first got on Steam, because he bought a 4-pack by accident. And even if I had paid £100 for this game, I would still be getting more than my money's worth out of it. I've got 400 odd hours on this game right now, and I've easily gotten like £100 worth of enjoyment out of this game. But even if I had bought it, it's cheap as fuck. It's always on sale. And oh, pumpkin trophies. Let's take a look at that. I would have guessed a pumpkin trophy would have his face on it. It just makes more sense to me that way. There's the pumpkin trophy. So I'm still missing a trophy here. King Slime. And Devourer, Retinator. Oh, Skeletron Prime. I'm missing the Skeletron Prime trophy. And then the stuff from the Frost Moon. which I've seen like 2 minutes of, and it looks awesome, don't get me wrong. Ooh, the bulky the horseman's blade. Duh. I think I want to upgrade that, because I'm going to show you guys exactly how powerful it is at some point. And if I'm going to do that, deadly, deadly, strong, dull. Oh, legendary! I had legendary. Shit. This isn't cheap either. Unhappy, strong, small, forceful, keen, unhappy, godly, nasty, shoddy, shoddy, keen, murderous, deadly, tiny, savage, terrible, tiny, keen, strong, legendary. Sorry, I love to sing. There we go, legendary, the horseman's blade. Where's my cursor? There it is. Ow! I forgot to put my wings back on. I always make that mistake. So yeah, now it's got a 138, 24 fast speed, insane knockback. I can't wait to actually use that thing in a rapid fire, ridiculous boss fight. And you guys can wait until the next episode for that. So it's only 26 minutes so far, but I think that's we've about covered everything I wanted to cover. Oh, two things actually. I got the full set of the fishing gear from completing the quests. I've completed every quest the fisherman has, and now he's just giving me duplicate rewards. And the fishing gear all gives you better fishing like power. The new fish are how I made all these potions, which I think I explained. You know, these are made from Ebenkoi, Hemopiranha, Cavefish, Prismite, and then these are just old stuff. And I also picked up the best fishing rod in the game from completing that guy's final quest. And before that, picked up the fishing rod that lets you fish in lava. And I'm going to do some lava fishing before the next episode, because I want to show you the potion I'm thinking of, because I think that would make a perfect addition. It'd make a perfect 10th slot, because you can only have 10 buffs. And right now I have 8 potions and my Sharknado. I was originally thinking of having the minion potion for my 10th buff, but now I'm thinking the flame potion might be cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Honestly, I almost beat the Pumpkin Moon on my own just because I had this flail. I will see you next time. Peace out.